You get up from your chair and your legs feel like concrete, heavy, swollen, tired. It's not pain exactly, but it slows you down. You wonder, is this just aging, or is something else going on? The truth is, poor circulation is extremely common after 60, and it often starts in the legs. The good news? You don't need a gym, a yoga mat, or any equipment. Just 5 minutes a day, a wall or a chair, and these 3 simple movements. In this video, I'll show you exactly what to do and how thousands of older adults are finding relief without medication, fancy shoes, or expensive therapy. After 60, our circulation slows down, especially in the lower legs. The valves in our veins become weaker, and gravity makes it harder for blood to return from the feet to the heart. This leads to fluid buildup, swelling, varicose veins, and that dragging heaviness many people feel by afternoon. If left unaddressed, it can cause serious problems: blood clots, chronic leg pain, restless nights, and even ulcers. But you don't have to accept that as your new normal. Movement is the most powerful natural pump your body has. Gentle, targeted exercises help activate the calf muscles, which act like a second heart, pushing blood upward and draining excess fluid. And the best part? These exercises are easy, safe, and take less than 5 minutes a day. Let's take a closer look at the 3 simple exercises that can radically improve leg circulation, reduce swelling, and bring relief in just a few minutes a day, even if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. These movements aren't intense. They're not about breaking a sweat or straining your joints. They're gentle, grounded, and specifically designed to activate what's known as your venous pump. That's the mechanism in your calf muscles and feet that helps push blood upward against gravity back to your heart. And when you sit or stand for long periods without moving, that pump weakens. That's when the heaviness, swelling, and fatigue begin to creep in. But with just 5 minutes a day, you can switch that process back on. The first practice is called legs up the wall. It's one of the simplest yet most effective movements for reversing fluid buildup in the legs. To do it, lie down on your back near a wall, ideally on a carpet or yoga mat for comfort. Gently lift your legs and rest them vertically against the wall so your body forms an L shape. Your hips should be as close to the wall as is comfortable, and your knees can stay slightly bent. Once in position, simply relax, breathe deeply, and let gravity do the work. Stay here for 2 to 5 minutes. What's happening is powerful. Instead of blood and lymph pooling in your lower legs, they begin to flow gently back toward your heart. This relieves pressure on your veins, reduces ankle swelling, and allows your legs to rest in a neutral, restorative position. It's especially helpful if you've been on your feet all day or sitting for long stretches. Many people find that doing this before bed improves sleep and decreases morning stiffness. And if lying on the floor isn't comfortable, try using your bed and resting your legs up on the headboard or a stack of pillows. The key is elevation and stillness. The second practice is called seated heel lifts. This one can be done anywhere at your kitchen table, while watching TV, or even in a waiting room. Sit up straight in a firm chair, with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly raise both heels as high as you can while keeping your toes on the ground. Then lower them back down. Repeat this motion 15 to 20 times, slowly and with control. You should feel your calf muscles engaging and releasing. These muscles are the core drivers of your lower body circulation. Each time you contract and release them, you help push stagnant blood up through the veins, refreshing the flow and preventing fluid buildup. If you can't lift both heels at once, do one at a time. And if you feel cramps or discomfort, pause, stretch your feet, and try again later. This exercise is especially helpful for those who can't walk much or have limited mobility. It brings movement to the legs without needing to stand. The third practice is ankle circles. It may sound simple, but it's deeply effective for improving microcirculation in the feet and ankles, areas that often suffer the most from poor blood flow. Sit comfortably or lie down with one leg slightly lifted. Slowly rotate your ankle in a full circle 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. Switch legs and repeat. As you do this, you're loosening the joints, activating small stabilizing muscles, and encouraging blood to reach areas that often get ignored. You can increase the challenge slightly by pointing and flexing the foot between each circle. This practice helps reduce stiffness, prevent blood from pooling in the feet, and restore mobility to joints that haven't been moving much. It's perfect for long car rides, flights, or recovery days when walking isn't possible. Together, these 3 exercises form a mini circulation reset. They require no equipment, no gym, and no supervision. You can do them morning, midday, or evening. You can even repeat them throughout the day if your legs tend to swell often. And the best part? They work not because they're extreme, but because they're consistent. They mimic the kind of natural movement the body was designed to do: gentle muscle activation, gravity reversal, and joint stimulation. For anyone over 60 dealing with leg heaviness, fatigue, or swelling, this is one of the most accessible and reliable ways to get relief. Start with one. Add another next week. Before you know it, you'll have built a 5-minute habit that supports your legs, your heart, and your overall sense of lightness. Dorothy was 73 when she first noticed something wasn't right. Her legs had always been strong. She walked every morning, kept a tidy home, and stayed active with her grandkids. But lately, something had changed. By the late afternoon, her lower legs felt like they were wrapped in wet sandbags. Her ankles would swell, her calves throbbed, and putting on her slippers became a chore. At night, she would lie in bed with her legs restless and aching, unsure of how to find relief. "I thought maybe it was just part of getting older," she said. "That heaviness, that feeling like your body is dragging you down." Her doctor mentioned venous insufficiency, a condition where blood doesn't flow properly back up from the legs, and suggested compression socks. But Dorothy wasn't ready to rely on tight garments or pills. She wanted to try something natural, something she could do on her own. One evening, while reading an article online, she came across a tip: try lying on the floor with your legs up against a wall. It sounded too simple to work, but she gave it a try. She set a timer for 5 minutes, propped her legs up, and just breathed. When she stood back up, something had shifted. Her legs didn't feel light exactly, but they didn't feel heavy either. That night, she slept better. The next morning, she woke up without the usual tightness in her calves. Encouraged, Dorothy began doing it every night. A week later, she added seated heel lifts while waiting for her coffee to brew. Just 20 slow repetitions while sitting at the kitchen table. A few days after that, she added ankle circles in the afternoon while watching TV. None of it was intense. None of it took more than 5 minutes. But by the end of the 3rd week, she noticed something remarkable. Her ankles weren't swelling anymore. Her legs felt energized in the morning, not drained. She even started going on short afternoon walks again, something she had quietly stopped months earlier. Her family noticed the difference too. "You're moving quicker," her daughter said. "You look like yourself again." Dorothy didn't think of it as exercise. She thought of it as giving her body what it needed: a little motion, a little care, and a break from gravity. Now, at 74, she does all 3 exercises every day. She calls them her 5-minute lift, not just because they lift the blood back to her heart, but because they lift her spirit. "I feel lighter. Not just in my legs, but in how I carry myself. It's like I have my rhythm back." And all it took was a wall, a chair, and a quiet decision to try. Integrating these exercises into your daily life doesn't require a major lifestyle change, just a little intention and consistency. You don't need a full routine, a schedule, or even to block off time on your calendar. The beauty of these movements is that they can be done anytime, almost anywhere, and still offer powerful results for your circulation and comfort. Start by choosing the time of day when your legs feel the most tired. For many people, that's in the late afternoon or before bed. That's the perfect moment to do legs up the wall. It takes just a few minutes and can be incredibly relaxing. Simply lie down, elevate your legs, and breathe deeply. Even if you only have 2 minutes, your veins will thank you. The key to success is not perfection, but consistency. That means finding ways to attach these movements to habits you already have. For example, do heel lifts while brushing your teeth in the morning, or waiting for your toes to pop. Add ankle circles while sitting down for your afternoon tea, or during a TV commercial break. These movements don't need to be done all at once. In fact, spreading them out throughout the day may be even better. It keeps your circulation moving steadily and prevents the long stretches of inactivity that worsen swelling and fatigue. You can also build a simple flow that takes less than 5 minutes total. Begin with 20 seated heel lifts, then do 10 ankle circles per leg and finish with 2 to 3 minutes of legs up the wall. That's it. No sweat, no strain, just gentle care for your vascular system. If you have limited mobility, you can adapt each movement. For example, if lying on the floor is difficult, lie on your bed and rest your legs up against pillows or the headboard. If you can't lift your heels very far, even a small movement makes a difference. The goal is engagement, not intensity. Some people prefer doing these exercises in the evening because they find it helps them sleep better. Others like to begin their morning with movement to feel more energized. There's no wrong time. The best time is when you're most likely to do it consistently. You can even track your progress on a small calendar or notepad. Seeing those daily check marks builds confidence and reminds you that change is happening. Even if it's subtle at first, listen to your body. If an exercise feels uncomfortable, try modifying your position or reduce the number of repetitions. You should feel activation, not pain. And remember, if you're managing chronic conditions, recovering from surgery, or taking blood thinners, always consult your doctor before starting new movement routines. Ultimately, applying these practices is about creating a small ritual of care, a quiet space, a few slow breaths, a connection with your legs and the work they do for you every day. These movements are more than physical. They're an act of kindness toward yourself, one gentle step at a time. If you want to take the benefits of these circulation-boosting exercises even further, there are several simple habits you can add to your routine that can significantly amplify the results. These aren't drastic changes, just small adjustments that support the natural flow of blood and lymph throughout your lower body. One of the most important things you can do is to stay well hydrated. Blood is mostly water, and when you're even slightly dehydrated, it becomes thicker and harder to move through the veins. This can increase pressure in your legs and make swelling worse. Start your day with a full glass of water and aim to drink small amounts regularly throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, infuse it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or even a few fresh berries for flavor and antioxidants. Another powerful support for circulation is gentle walking. Even just 5 to 10 minutes after meals can make a noticeable difference. Walking activates your calf muscles, keeps blood flowing, and helps prevent fluid from pooling around the ankles. You don't need a treadmill or perfect weather. Even walking around your home or doing laps in a hallway counts. The goal is movement, not mileage. Standing up and moving regularly also helps. If you tend to sit for long periods, whether it's at a desk, in a chair, or while watching TV, try to get up at least once every 30 to 60 minutes. Even just a minute or two of light activity, like marching in place or doing a few ankle pumps, can reawaken circulation and reset your legs. Another way to boost blood flow is by avoiding things that restrict it. Tight socks or stockings that leave deep marks on your legs can slow circulation and increase swelling. Choose compression garments only if they're recommended by your doctor and properly fitted. Otherwise, opt for soft, non-binding fabrics that allow your legs to move freely. When you sit or lie down, try to keep your legs uncrossed. Crossing your legs may feel comfortable, but it can compress key veins and limit blood return. You can also try elevating your legs more often during the day, not just at night. Aim to raise them above heart level for 10 to 15 minutes when you can, using a stack of pillows or resting them on the arm of a couch. This takes the pressure off your veins and gives your body a break from gravity. Some people find that adding a short foot massage or dry brushing the legs upward toward the heart can further support lymphatic drainage and circulation. These techniques don't require much time or effort, just consistency. Finally, be mindful of your salt intake. High levels of sodium can cause your body to retain fluid, which leads to more swelling in the legs and ankles. Try to limit processed and packaged foods, which often contain hidden salt, and season your meals with herbs and spices instead. Including foods that are naturally rich in potassium, such as bananas, spinach, or sweet potatoes, can help balance fluids and support vascular health. Together, these tips work hand in hand with the exercises. They create a lifestyle where your body has everything it needs to move blood efficiently and comfortably. The goal isn't perfection, it's steady, supportive care. A little water, a short walk, a few minutes with your legs up. These simple habits, layered together, can make your legs feel lighter, your steps more stable, and your overall energy much stronger. It's all about supporting your body in the ways it was designed to move and giving your circulation the boost it needs to work with you, not against you. A lot of people have questions when they start doing circulation exercises, especially if they've never tried anything like this before or if they're managing other health conditions. One of the most common questions is, can I do these exercises even if I have arthritis or limited mobility? The answer is yes. In fact, these gentle movements are specifically designed for people with joint issues or reduced flexibility. You don't need to get on the floor or move in extreme ways. Each practice can be modified. Ankle circles can be done while lying down, heel lifts can be done one leg at a time, and even leg elevation can be done on your bed with cushions. What matters most is that you're engaging your muscles and encouraging flow, not that you're doing things perfectly. Another frequent question is, when is the best time of day to do these exercises? While there's no single right answer, many people find it helpful to do them at the end of the day, when swelling tends to be at its worst. Legs up the wall is especially effective in the evening to relieve fluid buildup and calm the nervous system before bed. Heel lifts and ankle movements, on the other hand, are great during the day after sitting for a while, or as a morning routine to wake up the legs. The most important thing is to do them consistently. Whether it's morning, noon, or night, pick a time that fits into your schedule and makes the habit stick. Some people also wonder, how quickly will I feel results? It varies from person to person. Some may notice lighter legs or reduced swelling within a few days. For others, especially those with long-standing issues, it may take a couple of weeks. Remember, these movements are not instant fixes. They're part of a process of supporting your veins and improving overall flow. The benefits build over time. Even if the change is subtle at first, trust that your body is responding with every session. A few viewers ask, do I have to do all 3 exercises every day? Not necessarily. Start with one that feels easiest, then add the others as you get more comfortable. Doing all 3 together is ideal, but doing just one consistently is far better than doing nothing at all. You can rotate them or focus on the one that brings you the most relief. What's most important is making it a regular part of your day. There's also a common concern. Will these exercises interfere with my medications or medical devices? In most cases, no. These are gentle, non-strenuous movements that don't typically affect blood pressure medication, pacemakers, or other common treatments. However, if you've had recent surgery, blood clots, or are on blood thinners, check with your doctor just to be safe. Always listen to your body. If something causes pain, stop and adjust. Finally, some ask, what if I forget or skip a day? That's okay. Life happens. One missed day won't undo your progress. What matters is returning the next day and keeping your focus on the long-term goal. Legs that feel stronger, lighter, and more free. Just like brushing your teeth or drinking water, this becomes a small act of self-care that makes a big difference over time. Give yourself permission to be consistent, not perfect. Your legs will thank you for every bit of care you give them. So here's what we've learned. When your legs feel heavy, swollen, or tired, it's not just aging, it's circulation trying to get your attention. And the good news is, you don't need expensive therapy, gym memberships, or complicated routines to feel better. Just a few minutes a day, a wall, a chair, and the willingness to care for your body in a simple, consistent way. These 3 exercises, legs up the wall, heel lifts, and ankle circles, are small movements that carry big results when done regularly. They help restore blood flow, reduce fluid retention, and support the veins that work hard every day to keep your lower body healthy. If you've made it this far, that already says something important about you, that you're willing to take your health into your own hands. So take a deep breath, pick one of the practices we shared, and start today. Just 5 minutes, and your legs will begin to thank you. If this video was helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more natural ways to feel better after 60. And in the comments, tell us, which of the 3 exercises are you going to try first? Your story might just be the one that encourages someone else to take that first healing step too.